Hey everybody, welcome back to WeBeam TV's A Focus on Business. And today, I gotta say, okay, I met these two lovely people over at the Tampa Bay Home Show, correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
We did a really quick impromptu interview over there that we did with everybody out there. Then we put them up on the Facebook, and oh my. I mean, within not even a week, I don't think the video's been up a week and we're already breaking 4,000 views, which is absolutely phenomenal.
That's great.
So who I have here today is Dr. Shiraz Farooq and Miss Carolina. See, I got to say it right because she gets mad if I twang it up a little bit. You know, I can. You know, everybody here, you know who I am. So, Colawell America. What is Colawell America?
John, thank you very much for having us at this show. I'm excited to be here. My name is Shiraz Farooq. I am a surgeon and a doctor. Sometimes pretend to be both. Colawell America is a new medical practice that is coming up. It is a holistic colorectal practice that will be adding plant medicine to regular traditional medicine. So I, being a board certified colorectal surgeon, am excited about adding plant medicine to my practice, and Colawell America is the new clinic format that will be the vehicle for this kind of practice.
So okay, so let's back up and explain to what the colorectal. Is that just the bottom digestive system, or is it the top as well?
Well, you know, I've been in training and medical school and work for the last 20 years plus, and during this process, learning about gastrointestinal pathology and GI work, including upper gastrointestinal tract, as well as the lower bottom tract, has driven me. So my practice has started from the mouth and gone down to the bottom end. I'm doing mostly anorectal surgical procedures now, but I'm also doing endoscopy, which is examination of the mouth, the gullet, the food pipe, the stomach, and then we do colonoscopies, which everybody's scared.
Yeah. No, I'm good. No,
but yeah, I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
But colonoscopy is a test where we look at the colon with a camera, and it's vital that people get this test because we are preventing colon cancer and rectal cancer and anal cancer. Gastrointestinal problems are very common. So in choosing the name Colawell, you know, I debated whether I should be a digestive disease clinic or trauma surgeon or other hobbies I've had in my life. Colawell sounded like a good name for colon wellness, and I focus on bringing an integrative practice of gastrointestinal disease that we can cure in our office and prevent.
Okay, so you're looking at both ends because this affects this.
Correct.
Of course, what goes in here comes out there. You know, if it's not right, then it's not right. And you're looking for you're going to add the holistic side.
Yes, a lot of traditional doctors. I am a traditional doctor too. I'm wearing a lab coat, a surgical scrubs. I was in the operating room this morning. My goal is to try and incorporate holistic medicine because we are entering the era where the East and the West and the South and the North are all coming together via Facebook and Instagram and social media.
Right.
And we're realizing that most traditional medicine is not completely helping everybody. So allowing other sources of therapy into our medical practice is the future of medicine. This is not the past I'm talking about. So I'm excited to bring a holistic surgical and medical practice to Tampa.
And that's good. I mean, in my lifetime, I've worked with many doctors, many different fields. I was a martial artist. So I was trained with the Eastern, a way of a philosophy about, healing. If you don't have to go to the doctor, I mean, if it's broke, it's broke. You need to go get it fixed and get it set. But if, a bruising and torn muscles and ligaments, stuff like that, my senseis were phenomenal. I mean, they would treat us, and it seemed like we got better faster.
Yes, when patients come to us, we have to look at them as a whole human being, not a gallbladder or a colon or a heart or a brain or a disease. So they walk in, before they walk in our clinics, they've already suffered for many days. Nobody wants to go and see a physician, a shaman, a doctor, a hakim, or whatever else you want to call these doctors or medical people anywhere in the world. So the cultures all over the world are the same, and people are afraid to go to physicians. When I wear this white coat, it is kind of scary. We have the white coat syndrome, you coming to see a doctor. I want to make that transition easier. I want my patients to come in, sit down so we can chat with them, talk to them, and ask them, are you okay? How can we help you? What is going on in your life that is causing these symptoms? Unless we ask these questions and address their real problems, we're just putting a Band-Aid, whether we remove a gallbladder or take a portion of colon out or do brain surgery. Trying to just do that part and just be a technocrat is the wrong way to practice medicine, I believe. The futurists in the medical field are already looking at how to combine all that. Medical schools are already working on that.
So they're coming out of school being taught, this is the way we used to do it, and it's kind of scary to some of the patients. And so this is the way that we think the humans are on this planet are moving more towards the more homeopathic and naturals. So and just the way they interface with each other, I think sometimes has in the past, I know has been, just like you said, it's been scary. It's the white coat syndrome.
Yes,
I've gone in and my blood pressure will go up as soon as the white coat goes in, and I'm like, oh, this is crazy. And then they want to take my blood pressure.
Yeah,
No, not good. So if that's the future, and we all know HempWorx, okay, hemp is a new way to help with these syndromes.
It's actually not new. No.
See, we learned something.
Yeah, it's not new. I mean, the hemp plant has been with us for thousands and thousands of years. And the whole story behind it is that the hemp plant comes from the cannabis family, and it produces something called CBD, cannabidiol, or cannabidiol, depending on who you ask, and a series of cannabinoids. And we actually have receptors in our body for cannabinoids. And we used to get this vital nutrient through cattle, because the cattle would eat the feral hemp and then pass along the cannabinoids to us through dairy, milk, meat.
Right.
And that changed a little under 100 years ago with Prohibition. And so we haven't been getting this vital nutrient. Okay, and that's really what the whole HempWorx thing is about. HempWorx is CBD oil or CBD infused products. We have some skincare products, we have some pet oil and treats, and then our flagship product is the CBD oil. We have two strengths, which is the 500 and the 750, and it's taken as a supplement. It's a daily food supplement. That
Okay,
take.
so I'm gonna back it. So you're telling me that we've always been able, and always back, I mean, as far back as probably written history is, that we've already been ingesting hemp.
And as a matter of fact, there's actually something known as endocannabinoid deficiency. And it's because so many of us, the majority of us, have not been consuming this vital nutrient that this plant provides for us.
Okay, so that means back in the day, let's go back to the before Columbus decided to come on here, right?
It wasn't that far back.
Well, we had the native Indians, right? And the buffalo, the deer, they would eat this plant as a food source.
Yes.
Even more recently than that, as a matter of fact, hemp was a major crop in the United States I believe our Constitution is written on hemp paper. And
That's funny.
And don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that our first president grew hemp.
He was a hemp producer.
He was a hemp producer, and there was a time, I think.
Now, were they growing it for food? For
there's so many uses to hemp. Most of the ropes in the ships and elevators, fabric. Those all were made,
paper.
Clothes, paper, that was all made from hemp originally, and it just lasts much longer. It's
See, we all learn something new every single day, and now you're learning it right here on a Focus on Business that this is a product that's been out there for years, years, generations out there.
Yeah, thousands of years.
Okay, so when we get back, because we're going to go to a commercial break, because I've got to make sure I pay for all this wonderful show stuff. And we're going to learn exactly what CBD is. All right, so we'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a Focus on Business. And I tell you what, this is some cool stuff. Not just saying it's cool, man, but it's some really cool stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody's going to, it's amazing the minute you say, oh yeah, you know, I started taking CBD. Oh, are you getting high? And it's like, no, I'm not getting high. You don't get it. But I want to go back to something, because Doc said something earlier that I want to go back to, is what is plant medicine?
John, thank you. Plant medicine is basically medicine that is derived from various plants. Okay, simple as that. Mm-hmm. What I'm trying to do is establish a surgical and medical practice that will use compassionate care for cannabis and medical marijuana for qualified surgical and medical patients. We're also going to be using hemp-derived CBD products in our office, and that's why I'm partnering with HempWorx. I'm an independent affiliate for HempWorx also, and we will be carrying this product in our office. When we see the amount of interest that is there in cannabis right now, in marijuana, as a medical medication, okay, we realize the benefits. The studies that have been going on for the last 10 years on patients, on cell lines, and animals, have all proven that these plants can really help, and ranging from anxiety, depression, fibromyalgia, migraines, muscular problems, arthritis, gastrointestinal problems like Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, cancer. There's a long list of medical conditions that can benefit from plant medicine, and both hemp-derived CBD and cannabis / marijuana-derived CBD and THC can make a difference. And when we see patients in our office, they are suffering from various medical problems and ailments, so they need a higher dose, they need medicine. At some point, prevention comes in, and we know that prevention is the mother of
That's true health care.
To health care.
Right? Because otherwise it's sick care.
Yeah, so exactly.
That's good.
We don't want to do only sick care. I like that.
Right.
So healthcare is prevention, and a lower dose of these medications, like hemp as a supplement, okay, can prevent people from getting the diseases that they can manifest. So this serves as a double, thing that we can do in our office: educate, translate, and prevent, and then treat the serious problems.
Now, can this, so we've been talking about diseases and that kind of stuff, but can this also go towards, can it help people with psychological problems, or you can get into, the autistic world, the Down syndrome, the whole autistic world? Because I know sometimes they put these children on just horrible medication to try to control them.
Well, let me backtrack a little bit, and go into the whole medical side of the endocannabinoid system, because that will help our public understand
Yeah.
what plant medicine is. Because while you were talking, I was thinking about that. The endocannabinoid system the ECS is a system in our bodies,
Right.
and in the mammalian bodies,
Yeah, all mammals.
all over the world. Everybody has these receptors in their bodies. We have chemicals that are made by our own bodies that act on these receptors, cause a chemical reaction, and that chemical reaction is translated into an enzyme or DNA modulation or some other effect on our body. So when we think, when we eat, when we breathe, chemicals are firing. Neurons and muscles and receptors are doing all of that. So the endocannabinoid system is throughout the body. We know two types. CB1 receptor is in the central nervous system, in the brain, spinal cord area, and in the cardiovascular system. The CB2 receptor, on which the cannabinoid or cannabidiol acts, the CBD acts on the CB2 receptor. These are present in the immune system, in the gastrointestinal system, and the peripheral skin system. So these receptors are where the plants act, and these are actually called phytocannabinoids, Phyto. So you don't fight, but these plants are like, they've been around just like photosynthesis. So these chemicals that are made from the plants act on the same receptors in our body. and then they produce an effect. So THC, which is the chemical that acts on CB1 receptor, makes us high, also helps to decrease inflammation, helps with cancer, helps with anxiety, helps with a lot of medical symptoms. The CB2 receptor on which the CBD, the cannabidiol, acts, helps to decrease inflammation because that's where the immunology comes in. The liver, the spleen, the gastrointestinal tract, all of them have pockets of cells that produce troops that fight disease and pathology. And these are boosted whenever you take a supplement or a medicine. So if you take Tylenol, Tylenol acts on the endocannabinoid system in the body.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
So, I mean, this is no different than if I tell you take Tylenol, you'll take it. I mean, I don't have to wear a lab coat, be out here talking about it.
Right.
That's true.
But in 5 to 10 years from now, when this is the single most important discovery that we have made in medicine is commonly accepted.
Rediscovery.
Rediscovery, correct. Because, we human beings, we learn and then we have to relearn again.
So all the medications that the doctors have been given over the years, in a way, is trying to trick that CB1, CBD2
Correct.
into going, oh, this is really not what you want, but this will help for now.
Yes.
And it gives you that relief, but yet we could have been from ages ago, if kept that in our diet, kept that in our system, and we'd have been just fine. And
I mean, I'll give you an example. The diabetes, okay, it's the 30 million people in the United States have diabetes.
yeah, one of the biggest epidemics we have.
There
going
is
now.
no medicine that even decreases diabetes or inflammation in the pancreas for less than 2%. Okay, but if you, studies on the pancreatic inflammation have shown that these medicines, both THC and CBD, acting on CB1 and CB2 receptors, decreases inflammation of the pancreas because they act on the beta cell, which produces insulin, and prevent oxidative damage. I'm using some medical terms. Why not? I'm a doctor.
You're a doctor. You're allowed to. It'd be different if it was coming from me going, hey, I know what I'm talking about, but I really don't.
So, you know.
I'm not a doctor, but I can interject. It does help lower blood sugar. It has been shown that it may help do that. And
66%. 66% of
That's a little
diabetes
more
women.
than just helps. You know,
Well, but
helps would be like 20%, 30%. That really, that's a pure effect.
Yes, but we have to be careful what we say.
Oh, I understand.
Because it is a supplement. It's not
Right.
actually considered a drug. I can give you testimonials of people that have used it and have had great effects with it, but I
Right.
can't tell you that it's going to heal
Yeah,
or
yeah.
cure
No,
you.
no, totally
even
understand that, right.
even the doctor can't say that.
I mean, when I'm saying that, I'm just incorporating the whole THC and CBD molecule. I'm not going into any product at itself. To me,
Right.
the product comes after the research is proven that it works. So there is medical and surgical literature all over the world that talks about these plant medicines working. That's what excites me.
Yeah.
That's why we have Colowell America coming,
Right.
you know.
So it seems to me that if we know that these receptors are there, okay, they've always been there, that would be in my mind works different than everybody else. That would be the very evidence needed that this needs to be 100% legal because it's something that's already built into our system. It's built in our DNA, right? I mean,
It's,
I mean,
yeah.
we
It's there from the get-go.
we actually produce something called anandamide that's very similar to THC, for example.
the happy hormone.
It's the happy hormone.
Yeah.
So it that to me was proof enough. But we're on the fight because we have to educate people. There's a difference between hemp and marijuana.
now see, most people don't know that.
Most people
That's
don't
where
realize
people
that.
go, oh, you CBD oil. The minute you mention, oh, that's marijuana. It's not marijuana. It's hemp. And that's a whole different plant, right?
Well,
Yes.
okay, so I'm part of a team that's called Shift the Stigma.
Oh, I
And
like
that's,
that.
yeah, that's our team
Yes.
name. Shout out to Ashley. Ashley is my team. She's my
Ashley
team
Schiff,
leader. She's our
yes.
mentor. She's amazing. And that's really what we're set out to do, to shift the stigma. First, to educate people on marijuana itself, and to basically, I don't know, it's just been vilified, and we have to kind of educate people and let them know that it's a plant, you know, it grows out of the earth. And I tell him all the time, for me, drug is what the doctor gives you, medicine grows out of the earth.
Yes.
That's just my personal, and I mean, I know he agrees with me as well. Prohibition really is the biggest thing, which we're fighting now. It's starting to slowly, you know,
Right.
people are starting to slowly understand, but also to teach them the difference between hemp and marijuana. Marijuana produces THC, hemp does not. They are both part of the cannabis family,
Right.
but they're not. It's like the difference between, you know, they're both dogs, but one's a bulldog and the other is, you know, a chihuahua.
Right. Okay, stay
not the
right there.
same.
Stay right there. We're going to come back because we got to go.
I'm
We
gonna
got to
go
go.
on
That, I got to go. That commercial break again. You know those guys.
I think
But anyway,
the bulldog is the CBD hair, so we'll talk
see,
about
when
that.
we get back, we're going to find out more. Which one are you?
Hi, I'm Jerry from HempWorx Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and HempWorx is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
that loves going to the dentist. I love coming to Dr. B.
I like coming to Dr. B because it is fun.
It's a very cool place where I can play and have fun while I make my twin.
And I can watch my favorite shows on the ceiling TV while they clean my teeth.
Mom loves it because she says that they explain everything and give her the best choices.
And they also teach us how to take care of our teeth.
At Dr. B Pediatric Dentistry, we understand the individuality of each child and offer an exceptional and gentle dental care experience for all children. With our laser procedures, we are able to provide gentler treatments and faster healing time. Call us now to make an appointment.
And the best part is when we are done, we get a Choco Pomo treasure tower.
Call Dr. B's Pediatric Dentistry today.
All right, we're back. Yep, bulldog versus chihuahua. That was a great. I've never heard that analogy come to this. Okay, so tell me what that means.
Well, I mean, just there's a confusion with what cannabis is, and cannabis. You think about it as the species, right?
Yeah, because the minute you say cannabis,
Yeah.
everybody they're
marijuana.
Marijuana. You're out to get high. You're going to be a doper. You're going to sit on there. It's a gateway drug. You've heard it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that. So the bulldog is what would we?
We'll say the bulldog is the hemp.
Okay.
So we'll call
and-
that cannabis sativa, hemp,
And then the chihuahua
and then the chihuahua is going to be marijuana.
So the bulldog is more powerful than the chihuahua.
Technically, it is because the marijuana does get you high. You get the THC. Nothing wrong with THC. We're not bashing that. There are some benefits to
Right.
tetrahydrocannabidiol.
What was that
but
word?
Tetrahydrocannabinol.
I'm impressed.
THC. But the real health benefits and preventative benefits and anti-inflammatory benefits are going to come from the CBD and all the other cannabinoids in the plant, which you can get from hemp. You can get it from marijuana, but then it's not legal in all 50 states.
Correct.
Right.
Which our HempWorx does ship to all 50 states. There are some states that are kind of on the fence. They don't know the difference yet between hemp and marijuana, so they're kind of like, it's legal, it's not legal.
Yeah, our medical world is changing. For the last 10 years, people are realizing that they have to rewrite medical books and understand that this plant medicine is here to stay.
And laws, too.
And laws, too. So, both CBD and THC will be available to the public in America, in the world, in the next 5 to 10 years.
Okay, so let me ask this question real quick. In Colorado, what's legal there? THC side or just the hemp side?
Everything's legal in Colorado.
Everything.
Because in Colorado, it's legal for recreational and medical. In Florida, for example, marijuana is legal for medical purposes, so you have to go to a doctor like Dr. Shiraz and get your medical card.
Colorado, America.
Colorado, America, yes. CBD that comes from hemp is legal in most states. It's covered under the Farm Act of 2014.
Okay.
And it's considered a nutritional supplement. So this is industrial hemp that's grown for food, for the seed, for fabric, oils, things like that.
The industrial side.
The industrial side.
Right, okay.
So that's basically the gist of it, which is what we're trying to educate people on so they know what the difference is. Currently, there is some legislation that they're working on to try to make it already legal and differentiate, also reschedule it, because that's another thing.
So it's a schedule.
Yeah, it's considered Schedule 1, and they're trying to figure out also the difference between hemp and marijuana, and also changing the schedule of
FDA just
marijuana, too,
approved
'cause
a
that's-
medication that is hemp-derived CBD. So, this is going
Wait
to
till you
change.
find out how much they want to charge you for it, though.
Yes, but the medicine, the world of medicine is different, but it is changing, and I think people are going to realize that doctors like me, practitioners like you and people like you, we are going to be creating enough noise and enough education out there that a lot of people are going to go out and make a difference. They're going to vote. They're going to ask their doctors. I mean, pharmaceutical companies will soon start saying, "Ask your doctor about cannabis. Ask your doctor about hemp," because these patients who live in states like Colorado are going to be taken care of by regular doctors. So regular doctors will have to learn about this medicine. So
But we don't want Big Pharma to take over.
No,
Well, that was my next question. So
Yeah.
if Big Pharma takes over, now we're going to have a bottle of CBD oil that costs $10,000.
Oh, actually, they want to charge you $32,500 a year for it.
Well, the way I look at this is a
Yeah.
the way I'm looking at
No.
this as a food supplement, and that is exactly why I'm so excited about HempWorx.
Right. So why HempWorx? Because I know there's a whole. I mean, trust me, they're all. I mean, I just in the last 3 weeks, it's amazing how many CBD oils have come across our desk to talk. They all like, oh, we want to be on blah 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 blah. So why HempWorx?
Because HempWorx is not a snake oil. That's the honest answer. It comes from a Kentucky grown at farms that are non-GMO, Okay, they are organic. The plant they produce, the product, they have third-party testing that is listed on their website. So I've gone there and looked at the way they've analyzed, and you know their product is pure.
So my question, you said third-party testing.
Yes.
Okay, why is that so important?
Well, because you want an independent person to give you an idea of what is in this bottle. I mean, does every bottle of this product have the same amount or not? So you have to take samples from every line that you make, and you have them third-party verified. So on their website, they've done it every year. So you do realize that these guys are very, very smart. They're very transparent. They want people to understand that this product works.
Right.
And this product has a huge social media following.
With testimonials from real people.
So when I look at as doctor, I mean, we go on Yelp, and everybody picks their doctors by going on the reviews. Okay.
Right.
I'm starting a new practice, so I'm not going to have any. But you have thousands and thousands of reviews by patients, videos, affiliates, people talking, and they are excited because the product works.
I mean, that's why I got involved.
Yeah,
Because it worked for me.
So having a third-party testing, that goes out and does it, that'd be like you'll never see Pfizer go out and go, yeah, our third party tested that product and it's going to work great for you.
Well,
no, it's them telling you how great it is.
Yes, and they have to go through the third-party testing, which is actually FDA's.
FDA.
They have to go through that. Since this is not a medication, but it is a food nutritional supplement,
Right.
we do not have to go through the FDA route
Right.
as such. And we're not trying to make any statements that this is a magical cure and this treats everything.
Right.
But there's a lot of snake oils out there.
Right.
There's a lot of products that are not pure, that are mixed, that have they don't have third-party testing. They're not GMO. A lot of CBD products are made from hemp derived from China and Europe. And I'm sorry, I mean those countries have.
They're just not regulated
They're
the
not
same way.
regulated as such. I mean, we do have a standard here in America, which is of higher quality. So our products are better.
And
There's a
there
lot
are-
of great stuff that comes out of Kentucky anyway.
Yeah, there are great products on the market, and I did do some research before settling on HempWorx, and I compared the top 10 or so products that were out there. And, HempWorx compares, I'm not going to name any names, but it does compare most to one of the top or most well-known CBD products that are out there. And the only difference I could really find is that that other product is twice the price.
And also,
So,
also, this is the fastest network marketing CBD company in America right now. So, to me, that is a very interesting business model. I mean, this is a business talk. So, network marketing is a real business.
Yes.
So, as an affiliate, you're an affiliate. Your website is
globalhempworx.com.
globalhempworx.com.
Right.
We were going to get to that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to that to the end. Yep.
But these companies don't have a growth model. So as a doctor, as a spa owner, as an affiliate, as a business person, you have an opportunity to make an impact on your business by carrying a product that works. So to me, that's a logical, mathematical business decision also, that I want to provide best quality products for my customers.
Now, you wouldn't give something to somebody you wouldn't take yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, he's on it. He was my customer first. Yeah.
Yes. I mean,
So you're not just a doctor.
He's not just a doctor.
you're a patient as
he's
well.
a patient as well.
well, I don't like to go into this, but I had a back injury and I was paralyzed. So I have nerve deficit and everything. So I'm very conscious of taking anti-inflammatory medicines. I take care of patients who have gastritis, inflammation, arthritis, all these things. So, you want to be able to give something that you can give to your mother.
Right.
Okay, my mother started taking CBD oil for anxiety after losing her son. So that to me is post-traumatic stress. And she did not want to get high. She was adamant that she does not want THC. And I was like, okay, so what else can you give elderly people who want to remain conscious, remain functional, and get better? I think this could be a way for them to do it.
Right. So when you so say you take the 500 or is it 500?
This is for pets.
So when does it start taking effect? I know a lot of times when you take medication, you're going to feel this in about a week.
It really depends a lot on the person. Some people do have immediate effects. I did have immediate effects. For me, I hadn't slept in 2 days the first time I took this oil, and I fell asleep immediately after just taking 5 drops. So I knew right then and there that this was going to be for me. And I haven't had issues with insomnia, or I've had other issues that I was taking it for that I cannot mention because they're not symptoms. They are medical terms.
Got it.
But yes, some people do have immediate results. And I like to check in about 5 days after the person has started taking it to see how they're doing with it. And there are some other people, especially if you're very toxic, or if you've been abusing your body for 30 years, you can't expect to take something and to immediately see results. Oftentimes people expect that because they're taking a drug that's going to mask the symptom.
Right.
So they are still getting high.
Right.
It's just a different kind of high.
Okay.
And that kind of masks
So
the
let's
symptom.
hold
This
on to
doesn't
that.
do
So when we get back, we're going to really delve into this
Yes.
and the product and the other products you have because it's really good. All right. So we'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, I'm Jerry from HempWorx Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and HempWorx is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
All right, welcome back. This is the last segment, but this show went by quick.
Yeah.
I did.
Wow.
I did.
Time flies when you're
And
having
I've got
fun.
more information
Yes,
now
yes.
than I've ever had. And you know, I'm just going to be honest with you. I was the guy 2 years ago going, nope, don't do this. It's a gateway. This is dumb. And over the last 2 years, my mind has been completely changed. But let's go back to the medical side real quick.
Yeah, I wanted to just bring up one thing. You know, as a colorectal specialist opening a Colowell America plant medicine practice, Crohn's disease and inflammatory bowel disease is where we see the effect of the endocannabinoid system activation with these phytocannabinoids, medical term for CBD oil. What happens is that the CBD molecule goes and acts on the receptors in the gastrointestinal tract, decreases inflammation, and that it does is because when you have inflammation, the cells kind of break down, and there are spaces in between them called tight junctions, and we have a thing called the leaky gut. So we start to leak toxins from the lining, from the tube itself into our body, into the whole system. So Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis and inflammation of the gastrointestinal tract decreases and improves with CBD addition. So there have been multiple doctors and multiple papers that have come out on that, saying that for Crohn's disease, we can decrease the inflammation. Patients have less bowel movements, less bleeding, less abdominal pain. All of these are scientific facts.
Yeah.
So this medicine works, and that is what supplement. Well, plant medicine clinic carries supplements.
Exactly.
Also,
Exactly.
you know, but the goal is to try to educate people, because that is why we're here. I mean, you know, I want you to talk about what HempWorx does, because, you know, what you have done is given an idea. I want you to go into the business aspect and tell us more about that.
I mean, in terms of what it does, or what I've seen it do so far with, you know, the customers that I've had, is help them. I was traveling the country selling jewelry, you know, and it wasn't fulfilling. It was fun, but it wasn't very fulfilling. And when I started telling people about HempWorx, which I was just doing, you know, on the side because I was using it, and I figured I'd make a little bit of money just telling people about it.
Right.
I started getting calls and texts from people telling me, oh my goodness, this has helped me with this and it's helped me with that. Thank you so much. And there started the business, you know, and I presented it to Dr. Farooq, mostly for him, for his pain. And next thing you know, it turned into a business opportunity. And we've made it our mission to travel around and educate as many people as possible.
That is why we were at the home show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're trying to educate people on the grassroots events. We did an event last week at the
Tampa Night Market.
Tampa Night Market.
We'll be doing events in the Tampa area and Orlando area as well. And it's mostly, you know, to educate people on the product and the benefits to themselves and their pets and their loved ones, as well as also help people become financially secure, financially free, because this is a great opportunity as well. It's a booming market.
Yes.
According to Forbes, I think it's by 2020, it's going to be like a $7-point-something billion market. It's growing by 700 billion. It's ridiculous, the amount. And the sales just double and double every year. Our company.
I can actually believe that, because we put up other, I'm not trying to get off stuff, but we put up those interviews that we did there. They all did well. HempWorx went through the roof.
Through the roof, yeah.
So that tells me that is a lot of people looking for.
People are looking for it. They've heard about it. They, not just HempWorx. HempWorx itself was launched just in May of last year. And by March, we were already the top CBD company. We were already at $100 million.
Wow.
And that's all by word of mouth. And it's all word of mouth. It's all someone that tried the product and it worked for them, and then they told people. We have a great program where you become a preferred customer. You automatically get a link so that you can share the product with your friends and family. And if you refer 3 people, you get your bottle free. So that's also a great way for people that perhaps can't afford it. or have a lot of friends and family and want to get some free product but are not interested in being an affiliate, they can do that
So
as well.
you have a product here that's for animals and humans, and you have skin products.
I do. I forgot to bring it.
That's
well,
okay.
no, there are two skin
There's
products.
two
Three.
skincare,
Okay.
two skincare products, and one
Yeah,
topical,
and one more
pain
topical
rub.
pain rub, yeah.
Yes. So the 250 oil is bacon flavored, and it's for pets because our fur babies also have an
Why can't that be
endocannabinoid
for a-
system.
why can't that be for
Oh, it
humans?
doesn't. It doesn't.
Everybody loves bacon.
No.
And
it
also,
doesn't taste good.
for the pets, it does not have any THC. I should also mention
Yeah.
that there is a non-THC version of this medicine, of this supplement.
Right.
I was going to get into that.
So I'm going to ask this because I guarantee everybody's out there wanting to know, what is the THC level?
So the legal amount is 0.03%, and that is what our bottles have, 0.03% THC. We do have an isolate, and that is mostly for people that are afraid they might have a positive result on a drug test.
Right.
I've done a drug test before. I keep touching my microphone, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I've done a drug test before, and it was negative. However, we cannot promise that it's going to be negative. Everybody metabolizes it differently, so you might have that. So if you're afraid of it, we do have an isolate, which is only the CBD. It works great, which is rare for isolates. They don't always work as well. But I do highly recommend the full spectrum because you'll get the full benefit, and I know Dr.
Yeah,
does
the
as well.
entourage effect is basically when the plant molecules, the CBD, is not just one molecule. There's CBDA, CBDN, CBDV. There's multiple molecules that come together from the same plant. So when you juice them or extract this medicine or this chemical and make it into a medicine that can be given to patients in higher dosage or used as a daily choice as a food supplement in lower doses to prevent you from getting any symptom, then it makes a lot of sense. So to me, this is going to be a household brand. I mean, HempWorx is going to be a daily choice for a lot of Americans, a lot of people all across the world, which I'm hoping Carolina, with her global HempWorx, is going to do that.
I'm hoping to.
So how long, so ultimate question, how long, say a bottle of the 500, typically what does that last?
If you're taking 20 drops a day, twice a day, it's probably going to last you about a month and some change. I want to say maybe 50 days.
Okay.
If you're taking 5 to 7 drops like I am, I take about 5 to 10 twice a day, then it'll probably last you about 2 months, 2.5. It just depends on how much you use.
Okay.
I also use it topically. Since it's antibacterial and also anti-inflammatory, it's great for when you have like a little cut or a little pimple.
I'm always hitting my head in the studio.
Yeah, or
No,
even like
I
a
don't know if
mosquito
that's gonna
bite.
help you.
a bug bite.
No, okay. So I'm always going to hit my head, but it might help heal a little bit faster.
But I was talking to a friend of mine who's a neurointensivist, and he was talking about traumatic brain injury. And
It's neuroregenerative.
they are finding that it is neuroregenerative and helps
And
with
protective.
patients who've had a stroke. If
So
given
there's help,
in the
that
first
means
6
there's help for me.
There
Me
is.
personally, I've
Yes.
been hitting the head a lot.
I don't know about
Me
that.
too. We talked about this. I've
right,
had
we
3
did.
concussions.
Yeah, I got you beat by about 20.
Yeah.
It's all good. But anyway, so it's going to be a great price. So how do people find you?
Well, to order product, you can go to www.globalhempworx.com. And you can also contact me through there. There's contact information. If you have any questions, you can shoot me an email or give me a call. And if you're interested in the opportunity, you can always just either contact me or go to www.teamglobalhempworx.com. And you can get a free tour of the business. No credit card required.
No credit card. And Doc?
I'm starting this practice. It is not open yet. So
Yes.
my website that is coming up is www.colowellamerica.com. As an independent affiliate for HempWorx, I will carry the product in my office, and I have links on Facebook that will help you with that. We have a Facebook a presence right now on social media that is going to translate to a web page very soon.
Excellent. I'm excited. I think this is going to be a wonderful product for if you've got issues going on, okay, so I've been on the CBD oil for about a week.
Yes.
Right?
How's that going for
And
you?
I'll tell you, you know, I missed Saturday and Sunday, which really threw me into a tailspin because I had a little bit of a cold going on. And this morning I got in and I took my 10, and I won't take my 10 until 3 o'clock because I've got to make it through. But it has helped.
Yeah.
It really has helped. It's actually kind of calmed me down a little bit.
You know, that's the biggest and most important thing I want to give out here is that this supplement helps decrease inflammation, anxiety, and pain. So if you have these 3 things that you can do to your
Everybody
body,
has that.
everybody has that,
Absolutely.
and as a daily choice, prevention is what it's all about. So you can prevent yourself from getting a disease and seeing a doctor.
Right. And
You know?
it's a great product. And I'll tell you what, if you want to find them and you didn't catch those links, we will have these links not only on our Facebook page on WeBeam TV, but we'll also have we'll have you on the link on a Focus on Business. So the links there to get to both Caldwell and HempWorx, because I'm telling you, folks, I've tried it, and I
Global
said,
HempWorx.
Yes.
Global HempWorx. 2 years ago, I was the naysayer. I was like, nope, that you can't do this. It's a gateway. But now my mind has been completely changed. I mean, as a kid, we all tried.
I didn't.
Are you really? Oh,
I was
did.
28.
Yeah, that's why I was ugly as I am, as I kept falling down. But it is what it is. So everybody, you stay tuned next week for another Focus on Business, and keep your eye out for this stuff. This is phenomenal stuff, and you need to get a hold of this young lady. She'll take care. If you knew how old she was, I'm just gonna say that if you knew how old she was, it would blow your mind. She's not underage, but I'll guarantee you would
old.
never guess her age. With that being said, we'll see everybody next week on Focus on Business.
Thank you very much
Thank you.
for having me.